Hello, my pile number one. So let's get into where is your soul's origin? Where's your first incarnation? Already, I've got a lot of Pleiadian energy. The Pleiadians definitely have joined in on this reading, but I don't want to limit it just to the Pleiadians, and I don't want to make that, the only destination, the only origin. There could definitely be more here. I just for sure heard Pleiades. So yeah, let's first draw some from my little Abalone shell here to see where you guys might be from. Where's your star origin from? And then, I don't know, it's a little different today, I guess. I'm gonna shuffle on camera with you guys. Yeah, and we'll see. All right, where is our pile number one star origin from? Pile number one star origin. I'll take one more. Pile number one star origin. Pile number one star origin. Pile number one star origin. There we go. All right, so I got 4 total. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so the first one we got Orion. So you guys might have had your first incarnation at Orion. We have Lyra. Okay, I heard Lyra too. Because as we know, a lot of Lyrans after the war ended up going to Pleiades as refugees. We have Reptilian. And we have Hadarian. Okay, so any of those four might resonate. Also, I want to say with the Reptilian here, because I feel like a lot of people can get discouraged when they hear reptilian. And I do want to say there are some, low vibrational, I guess more on the negative side, reptilians, but there's also some good reptilians there too. So, being reptilian doesn't mean you're bad. Even though there are some bad ones, but we can say that a lot. We can say that about, anything too, that there's always good and bad, right? So I don't want you to think that you're bad if you did come from the reptilian species, because the reptilian species also has like from Dracos, there's dragons there too. So, and dragons are very benevolent beings. So yeah, so don't feel discouraged. This is just, you could be from this one for your first incarnation. But yeah, I for sure heard Lyra, because when I was hearing Pleiades, but I came from Lyra first. And then we have Orion here. The Orions are a little bit more independent. And then we have Hadarians. Hadarians are very loving. They're very much so on the spectrum of unconditional love. They actually, when I think about it, reptilians, there's some reptilians in Orion too. So, that live peacefully there. But I do know, I feel like reptilians have a hard time expressing themselves and fully showing themselves to others, because they have been judged so much because of, what other reptilians have done to take over. So the reptilians that are benevolent and, generally good in their heart space, have a hard time expressing themselves to other people because they feel like they'll be judged. So they often try to hide their truest nature, in fear that, they'll be, I just heard for some, like, thrown out, like, maybe if from a different star system, if you are reptilian from a different, from one of these star systems right here, you might have tried to hide that you were reptilian because you didn't want to be thrown out and you didn't want to be judged. So yes, let's get into your reading though. So we have reptilian. You could be of reptilian species. You could have had your first incarnation in Lyra or Orion, and you could also be Hadarian. So let's get into your reading for today. Let's see, where is my pile number one's first star? Look what came out. You guys, you cannot make this shit up. Pleiades came out first. Yes. Okay, so I love when things like this happen and I can just show you guys because it's perfect. All right, so yay, This makes me so happy because I knew it. The Pleiades are definitely sitting in with me right now. So if you could have had your first incarnation from Pleiades or your second technical incarnation in Pleiades, but have originated from the Lyra star constellation. Because if you don't know anything about Lyra, quick brief history. I know we're going to do more lessons on this throughout the week though, so I don't want to get too deep into it. Lyra went through a horrible war when the reptilians came, because the reptilians were thrown out of their own star constellation. So they moved to Lyra and basically tried to take over, and it was a brutal war, and the Lyrans lost. So there were a lot of deaths, but if there wasn't a death, then there were a lot of refugees. And the main two that the Lyrans split off to were Sirius and Pleiades. So you could have first had your first incarnation in Lyra, but then moved to Pleiades, either within that second incarnation or within that same first incarnation where you became a refugee to Pleiades. So we're gonna put this up here. So actually I'm gonna put this in the middle because I feel like this is kind of anchoring us. So for sure, Pleiades, that's amazing. I love that for you guys. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I didn't really think about this before. I just kind of wanted to jump in. Do I want to take another one for an anchor? Okay, I'm hearing no. So let's put this down. And now I kind of want to get into your let's look at your life in Pleiades. Let's see who you were on Pleiades. I want to see who you guys were on Pleiades. Let's see, who were you guys in your first incarnation? Who were you guys? Who was my pile number one within their first incarnation? Who was my pile number one in their first incarnation? Who were they? What did they do? Pile number one, who were they in their first incarnation? What was their life like? What was pile number one's life like in their first incarnation? Who were they? Tell me more about their life and who they were in their first incarnation. I just heard a very loving being. You guys could definitely, if you guys came from Lyra, Lyrans are very childlike. They're very open-hearted beings, and sadly that's what led to their destruction, because they were very trusting and naive, but also very childlike, which is beautiful in nature, but they were definitely taken advantage of. So let's see, who was my pile number one in their first incarnation? What was their life like? What did they do? What were they like? I heard transformation. Things are changing at a deep cellular level. And then pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay, also you guys could have had your first, this could be your first incarnation, but your star origin could have been of like of a higher vibration in general. Like you could be from like, you can be Arcturian by nature, like have your origin in Arcturus, and then, or like Andromeda, but then like have your first incarnation in a humanoid body within, Pleiades or Lyra or something like that. I hope that makes sense. Like for me in particular, like once you get up into the higher dimensionals, the higher vibrations, you start to see a lot more light bodies. And Lyra was the first place where the humanoid species were experimented, right? That was the first time where we see the humanoid species. So you could have been more of like an ethereal body before, and then came down to try the humanoid life, if that makes sense to you guys. Because like I'm just seeing this pillar of light, so you guys might have been like more of ethereal body first, and then came down to Lyra, Pleiades, so you can experience consciousness within a more humanoid body and get the more human experience. Let's see, deep healing. Okay, so also you yeah, you worked on a healing level with people. Um, your vibration is rising. Yeah, you might have also been helping people raise their vibration so they can experience the higher planes. Like live more, like maybe if they, yeah, you could have been helping people transition into living at a higher vibration. Like if someone was born in Lyra, you could have been helping them transition so they can later on, within their lifetime, be able to incarnate in Andromeda or Arcturus, like places where the vibration is a little bit higher. Um, yeah, I see like this DNA code right here. So yeah, you might have been helping people. You might have been a healer within these levels or within your first incarnation, helping people and preparing them for their next lifetime. But also someone that's very knowledgeable. So your knowledge was definitely within healing. People probably came to you for healing. If you guys were the oracle, you guys definitely had a lot of knowledge stored within you guys. Okay, sorry, people in my house talk too loud. But I love that I said I said that you guys could have been helping people transition into the higher vibrations. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So again, I just feel like you guys could have been helping people before their transition to start a new life. You guys could have also been like shamanic healers too. And I just heard herbal remedies, which is amazing because Lyrans are very skilled within herbalism. So everything's kind of making sense. All right, so who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? What did they do? Who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? And what did they do? Who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Again, knowledgeable. But also very caring, very I just like a mother's touch. So very caring, very loving. Some of you guys might have had kids within this first incarnation too. Let's see. Starkeeper, cosmic answer, see the light by staying grounded. Again, I just feel like you guys were probably I feel like a portal for source. Like, you guys with that oracle again, like I think you guys just transmuted a lot of knowledge, and probably brought that to that collective so they can understand, how to integrate knowledge. I'm like, yeah, I'm just feeling that there's an integration of knowledge. I'm guessing from you guys, like you guys were the ones that would integrate knowledge and kind of like dissect that knowledge and then speak it to other people. Yeah. So let's see, who's our pal number one in their first lifetime? What did they do? Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So yeah, you could have worked with a team doing this too. Also, when I think of, I keep going back to Lyra again, but Lyra, they're very, very family oriented. They're that's why a lot of Lyrans, they're very feel like they're very called to work in teams, definitely when it comes to sports. So if you are Lyran, you might feel better, running with a friend or going swimming with a friend rather than, swimming by yourself or, going on a run by yourself. It kind of piques their energy when they're in like bigger groups. So let's see. Also with this Hadarian energy too, Hadarians are very collective like beings. They like to be within bigger groups. They feel more comfort in big groups because their home planet is very, I think Hadarian is Beta Centaur. They're very, very much so that collective consciousness. They like to work with other people and they like to just be around a lot of people because they're very much so, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not codependent, but what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't know. They're very much so in tune with other people. They can feel things very easily. Again, this is kind of coming in with this We the Hathors, like deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Hadarians are very loving in nature and they have that unconditional love. So when they come down to earth, they have a hard time discerning between energy vampires and real love. So they might experience a lot of one-sided relationships, or just relationships. They might experience a lot of relationships in general in this lifetime where they just do not feel fulfilled, and they're like, what the hell is this? Like, this is not for me. And it's because they have such loving nature, and they come from a star system where, you know, they can wear their heart on their sleeve because they know no one else is going to take advantage of that. You know, the Hadarians are very, very, very loving beings. They live within love, and one of their soul missions on, you know, planet Earth and whatever other planet that they incarnate in is to teach this, is to teach their loving nature, is to teach how to work with others and how to be within love with others. So they're very much so, their motto would probably be like, I am love and love is me. I'm like something like that. I don't know, but they're just very heart-based beings. So you guys might resonate with that too. And that could also, I feel like that also plays in with the staying grounded, because I feel like there's a level of discernment that these Hadarians have to have within at least within the earthly plane. Oh, guys, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. I love when this happens. Oh, this is amazing. So definitely the Hadarian energy is playing in here. So you guys might have a hard time on this earthly plane setting boundaries. That's definitely one of your I feel like soul missions, is to learn how to set those boundaries with people. Definitely if you have had a lifetime in Pleiades and you have Hadarian nature in you guys, and then you guys have the Lyran, you guys are such sweet souls. Like, you guys are precious little souls, and I feel like people can feel that energy, and they're like, ooh, let me take some of that. Ooh, let me take some of that. And people might not even notice that they're doing it, or they might notice that they're doing it. So it's definitely important for you guys to learn, one, how to set boundaries, and make sure you're not within any codependent relationships where people aren't giving back to you as much as, like, people aren't filling your cup as much as you're filling into their cup. This is a pile that I'm with this pile for sure. This is definitely my pile. I feel y'all. So we'll take those. Let that be that. But let's see. All right, so who was my pile number 1 in their first incarnation? What were they like? The Builder, discipline, practicality, and achievement. Let's take some more cards. Who was my pile number 1 in their first incarnation? Who was my pile number 1 in their first incarnation? What was their first incarnation like? Karmic lesson, confirmation, casuality, and ascension. So again, I feel like you guys were very much so trying to teach people how to ascend. You guys might have been, again, like those shamanics or like a high priestess type of energy. Communication, integrity, and alignment to expression. So again, I feel like you guys, this just keeps going back to, like, you were trying to get people in alignment to ascend even higher. And then the student, curiosity, flexibility, and eloquence. So the eloquence parts is definitely speaking out to me, because, like, I feel like if you are trying to teach people, you guys, like, yeah, if you're trying to teach people, I feel like, one, you had to have a lot of knowledge within, you just have to have a lot of knowledge within yourself, I feel like, for people to even trust the words that you're saying. But I feel like you guys would be able to speak very, very, like, you guys spoke very fluently, so that allowed a lot of people to be like, ooh, I want to come to her. Ooh, I'm inspired by her. I'm saying her because it's a she right here, so you don't have to be a her. But also, you guys were a student of knowledge. Like, you guys weren't only teaching, but you guys were also learning a lot too. Again, like I said earlier, you guys might have been just that. Ooh, okay, my ear is just ringing as I wanted to say that. Like, you guys might have literally just been that pillar of light for the collective, to where you were receiving a lot of downloads from source, and you guys were helping people. You guys were helping people ascend based off the knowledge that you learned from source. So anytime source was sending you messages, and then you and, like, this could have been like you guys were working within a team of people that were all receiving messages from source, and you guys were the ones to bring those messages to the collective within this first incarnation. So I'm seeing literally, like, you guys gathering people and people sitting down. Also, you guys might have been builders towards this society. Like, you guys might have helped, like, if you guys were like the first couple people down in Lyra, you guys might have been the ones to help build that star system up. Let's see. Yeah, okay, you guys might have been the people to help build that star system up, but you were also very inspirational to people. People definitely came to you guys to see what was on your mind, to see what new knowledge that you had. Yeah, I feel like people definitely came to you. People definitely came to you to see what was on your mind that day. Oh, did you get any new information today from source? Like, you're definitely, yeah. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, definitely someone that was very knowledgeable. I'm looking at that mastery, the word mastery on that card, and like, just look at this. Like, there's just constant inflow coming into her. You guys were definitely that oracle. Like, it's definitely giving that high priestess vibe. So very knowledgeable. People definitely came to you for whatever information. All right, so who was my pal number one in their first lifetime, in their first incarnation? What were they like? What did they do? Who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? What were they like? What did they do? Oh, the Empress, again with this mothering energy. This comes back to the Hadarian energy. You guys, not only were you guys light, but you guys gave off that warm feeling. You guys, how beautiful. You guys definitely gave off that warmness. Again, I'm seeing these flowers right here, so you guys might have worked within herbal healing for others. And then I'm seeing this like light around her head here too. So like there was just a lot of knowledge coming into you guys. Not only were you guys knowledgeable, but you guys were very mothering, very caring. Like, you guys like I'm hearing like the town mother. People came to you for whatever. Like, I'm getting, it's that Mother Teresa type vibe. Let's see. Who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? What was it like for them? Who were they? Ah, the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I feel like you guys also taught people the way of life. Like, you guys taught people like the universal laws. Like, one sec, I'm getting download. One sec. Let's see. All right, I just heard how things can be aren't always as they seem. So like, you guys might have been teaching people like, oh, what universal law? I mean, like, there's a law that's trying to come in, and I'm like, I can't hear it fully. What is it? Oh, the universal law of oneness is what I just heard. Again, that comes back to the Hadarian energy, because Hadarians are all about like collective energy, all about working together and being of oneness. So, who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? What was their life like? Who were they? It's too minty. I'll take it though. Okay, I kind of want them to come out one by one though. All right, who was my pal number one in their first incarnation? What was their life like? Which way do you want to come? That's not helping me. Which way do you want to come? There you go. Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing this. Okay, again, if you guys were from the Lyra constellation, I feel like you guys were like one of the people to help, like, when this war was going on, for people to find refuge. Like, yeah, I feel like you guys were one of the people to help people find refuge. Page of Swords. Yeah, you guys were like talking to people, trying to calm the people. Definitely because this was like a nerve-wracking time. I feel like you guys were the people to, like, yeah, you guys were definitely the people in service trying to help. Okay, sorry, someone was coming in through the garage. So again, I feel like you guys were the people to, when this war was happening, you guys were the one where like, okay, you guys need to go here, you guys go here. Like, you guys were very much orchestrating what should happen with this war going on. Like, I think you guys were definitely the ones to help people leave. Again, and also I feel like you were kind of trying to calm people, trying to give them words of courage or advice, like when this war was happening. You guys definitely played a big part when this war was happening on Lyra. And you guys might have been the ones to help like lead people to Pleiades or whatever star system after, but I think Pleiades is like one of the big ones where you guys were leading people to. Yeah, and you guys also gave the strength. You guys were giving strength to people throughout this hard time because and from a very peaceful manner too. Like, you guys have the Temperance card right here too. So yeah, you guys definitely were leading in such a peaceful manner, trying to calm the storm when, you know, it was a very chaotic storm at that. But I wanted to say something else. I can't remember. All right, so who was my pal number one within their first incarnation? What were they like? Who was my pal number one within this first incarnation? What were they like? Good fortune. Ooh. Again, you guys, like with this good fortune card, it also talks about protection. The scarab beetle also represents protection. So I feel like you guys were also a protector. You guys have that, like how a mother would protect her child. I think you guys felt that. You guys felt that way about everybody. Everyone was your child. Everyone deserved your nurturing. So willpower, again, I feel like when this war was going on, you guys definitely stepped up. You guys were a shoulder to lean on, and if someone needs to be carried away, you were like, get on my back. Like, you guys were definitely, you guys were the calm throughout the storm. That's what I feel. It was my calm number one in this first incarnation. Let go. Tell me more about this let go card. Okay, sorry, I had to sit in that energy and figure that out. So with this let go card, I feel like you guys, again, since you guys were like the ones who were receiving a lot of knowledge for your collective, for your star system, I feel like you guys also documented what happened too. Yeah, I think you guys were the ones to document what happened. Again, I'm looking at this book right here. I think you guys, yeah, I feel like you guys documented like the disaster that happened. So like, I feel like you guys were the one that who were able to teach the history of your place. Yeah, I think that's that. Teach the history of your place. Let's see if one more. Knowledge. Oh, perfect. Yes. You guys were the ones to teach other people of your civilization, of your like lost civilization. Also, I feel like you guys were the ones to, like, when you guys ended up switching star systems, like becoming refugees in different places, I think you guys were letting people know that, hey, there's some people in the star system right now that are not within our highest good, that are not working within the highest consciousness, like, of the collective. Like, you guys were definitely the ones to be, like, telling other star systems, like, you guys need to watch out. There's someone that is, you know, trying to take over, trying to, you know, yeah, basically trying to take over. You guys were that voice, again, because people listened to you guys. You guys were that oracle. So people definitely listened in to what you had to say. You guys, yeah, you guys definitely documented what happened within your star system, and then you led your people to wherever they need to go, and then you guys told people what happened, to hopefully prevent it from happening within another star system. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This was a little bit new for me, trying to do this reading for you guys. So I hope that wasn't too, I don't know. I just hope you guys enjoyed it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Tap into your Pleiadian ancestors. Tap into your Hadarian, Orion, Lyra, Reptilian. Tap into that and see what they have to say for you guys. Make sure, of course, that you guys are using, you know, psychic protection around you guys, so no low vibrational beings trying to enter your space. But definitely tap into these energies and do some research on them. See how they connect to your daily life now. I think that's all I got for you guys, but I will see you guys next time, maybe in another pile if you feel called. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free to spread your love and light with others, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Peace. Alrighty, my pile number 2. So let's get into your reading today about where's your first incarnation from? Where did your soul first decide to incarnate? I do want to say, so far, I decided to turn the decks over after shuffling, and not even pulling any cards yet, but just shuffled and then turned the decks over. You got a lot of water energy within these decks. So you might come from a civilization where there was a lot of water. Also, I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy within these decks, so you might have incarnated first within more of the mother god consciousness instead of the father god consciousness. So you might relate more to, you know, more feminine energy than you do masculine energy. Yeah, you might have like a softer nature to you. More like a heartfelt nature to you. But let's get into your pile. Let's see, where are you first incarnated? Oh wait, let's do this real quick. Let's use our Avalon bowl and see where you first incarnated. First incarnation for pile number 2. Where's pile number 2's first incarnation? First incarnation for pile number 2. I'll take 2 more. First incarnation for pile number 2. 1 more, please. First incarnation for pile number 2. First incarnation for pile number 2. 1 more, please. First incarnation for pile number 2. There we go. That one kind of went to come up again. Ooh, we got Asterope. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Asterope. It's one of the Pleiades stars. Ah, we got Pleiades. Again. Ooh, we got Vega. Okay, I thought that as soon as I saw this mother right here, because Vega's the so Lyra, Vega were our first 2 humanoid star clusters. And so like that's where like the humanoid species first began. So Lyra broke off into the more father god consciousness, and Vega broke off into the mother god consciousness. So if you want to visualization, I guess, of the Vegas were more cat-like, like within appearance wise. They kind of looked more like how the avatars looked. So maybe feel a strong calling to cats or Egypt, but goddess bastard, whatever. But so we have Vega right here, and this also kind of makes sense too, because Vega, after the reptilians, after the reptilian war that they had, Vega's also incarnated and became refugees to either Pleiades or Sirius. So that makes sense. He could have started off in Vega and then went to the Pleiades star cluster, maybe within the Asterope star. So let's see what this last one is. Hadarian again. So you guys might relate to Hadarian nature too. Hadarians and Pleiadians kind of remind me of each other within the likes of them both being very loving. Also, within the earth plane, they can experience a lot of codependent relationships, also a lot of basically just one-sided relationships. And because they're both like very unconditional love type people, Hadarians are very much so more into that unconditional love. They like to be within big groups and like to share their love with others, and they just do so freely. And they end up running into a lot of energetic vampires here, or a lot of one-sided relationships here on Earth. So yes, okay, so we have Vega, Astro, Pleiades, Pleiades again, and Hadarian. So let's look into Hadarians. Now I'm thinking about it right here. I'm being called to say that, you know, Hadarians are very strong healers. Pleiades are good with healing too, but they're more of the transmutation of energy, more like transmutation of like lower vibrations to higher vibrations. So yeah. Let's get, and also, sorry, before we get into it fully, Vegas are more, they're very spiritual. They were more the spiritual cluster between, like, you know, the Lyrans and them. They were more the spiritual side. Yeah, very soft in nature. So let's see, where is my pile number 2's first incarnation? Oh, that's not fun. Pile number 2's first star. First incarnation. Where are they from? Pile number 2, their first incarnation. Pile number 2, their first soul incarnation. Where did they come from? Yes, just say yes. I am seeing women on here. 3 women. So I just heard the Council of Light. Maybe you guys were sent from the Council of Light. To come down to one of these star clusters, but again, with that, you know, more feminine energy right there, it also represents that Vega nature too. All 3 of these are very feminine type of energies. Let's get 2 more. Where is my pile number 2 from? Where did they? The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Let's see. I just heard someone's soul just said, I didn't want to come down. You guys might have wanted to stay attached to source for a little bit longer. Yeah, you guys might have wanted to stay closer to source for a little bit longer. It's probably, source is probably like, break off. You need to break off now. You need to go live an experience. So your first incarnation was definitely within, I feel like, Vega Lyra, but definitely I'm guessing more Vega, because those were the first two star clusters to start, you know, the humanoid races. So it says yes, and then the initiation. So the initiation is, you know, the first place, right? Crossing that threshold. And so you guys crossed that threshold into the humanoid race to be one of the very first like humanoids to experience human consciousness, or to experience the more humanoid consciousness. So yes, let's see. Okay. All right. So let's see. Who were you? Who were you in your first incarnation? Who was my pile number 2 within their first incarnation? What were they like? What was their home life like? Who was my pile number 2 within their first incarnation? What were they like? Who was my pile number 2 within their first incarnation? What were they like? What was their home life like? Who was my pile number 2 within their first incarnation? What was their first incarnation like? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Forge a new path. Forge a new path. Who was my pile number 2? Did I call you guys pile number 1 before? Huh. Alright, so who's my pile number 2 in their first incarnation? What was their life like? Who were they in their first incarnation? What was their life like? Who was my pile number 2 in their first incarnation? What was their life like? I'm sorry. Defensiveness, writings, wrongs, past, uprooting. Yeah, this is kind of giving, that's kind of giving the war vibe that happened. Let's see. Who was my pile number 2? Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Okay, so you guys have Earth, learning how to be human in this world, but not of it. And then you also have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. So you guys are definitely on the more spiritual aspect of this. This kind of makes sense with the Vega nature. Surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. Honestly, you guys might have you guys might have had a hard time breaking away from Source. I feel like you guys really wanted to stay with Source for a while. You're like, no, let me stay with you. I don't need to live that human experience. I don't need to live that humanoid experience. Source was like, no, you need to go. You need to go live your life. Let's see. Who was my pile number 2 within their first soul incarnation? What were they like? Who were they in their first and soul incarnation? First soul incarnation for my pal number 2. Who were they? First soul incarnation for my pal number 2. Who were they? What were they like? Inspiration, stimulation, mastery, creative flow. Okay, you guys got expansion, compassion. Again, like I said earlier, you guys were very heartfelt. Also, I'm looking at this too with this community. That's giving the Hadarian energy too. Yes, and then connection. This is definitely the Hadarian energy. Like I said earlier, Hadarians are very much so living from their heart space. They live through love. They wear their heart on their sleeves, and they just live with such an open heart space, and they're very prone to getting hurt, and they're very prone to being within relationships that aren't beneficial to them and aren't beneficial really to they're more, I feel like, in relationships that weigh them down rather than relationships where they feel like more light and like where they can move easier in. And it's because they have this compassionate nature. So I'm really picking up on a lot of this Hadarian energy, but there's like the Vegan energy that's the Vega energy that's really standing out, and this Hadarian energy that's really standing out too. Okay. Inner child, innocence, play, and reparenting. So you guys might have spent some time on Lyra too, or you guys like might have traveled between the two. All right, so who was my pile number 2? In the first soul incarnation. Who was my pile number 2? What were they like? In the first soul incarnation. Who was my pile number 2? What were they like? Oh, I just heard you guys were very pretty. 10 of Cups in reverse. Here's my pile number 2 in that first soul incarnation. Pile number 2 in this first soul incarnation. I'm really feeling, okay, I kind of am feeling with this this Vega energy. I think you guys were split from your family with that war. Let's see, my light or Queen of Swords. Hermit. Oh, okay. I'm feeling like a sad message now. Some of you guys like might have been like, I really hope this isn't triggering. Like y'all, some of you guys might have been like the only one from your family to like become a refugee in another star cluster. You guys might have experienced a lot of loss with that war. Let's see, who was my pile number 2? Yes, I think you guys really, it was like yeah. I think you guys experienced a lot of loss. Oh, I'm so sorry. This got sad. This got really sad. Like, even though you guys experienced a lot of loss with this Knight of coins at the bottom. I don't feel like that didn't fully break you down. You guys were still like had a strong spirit, but like you guys definitely experienced a big loss within this first incarnation. Like I just heard unsettling, like a very like unsettling amount. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, guys. Who is my phone number 2 within this first incarnation? This first soul incarnation of theirs. Who are they within this first soul incarnation? The elixir of life. But you, yeah, like you guys. You guys have you guys had an understanding that, of course, that life always lives on. Energy always lives on. Let's see. Who was my safe travel? Safe travel. So again, I feel like after this first incarnation, if you guys were from this Vega star cluster. Okay, I like the way that these paired together. So I feel like you guys went to Vega and then you guys went to the asteroid Pleiades star as a refugee. And that was a massive change for you guys, but it also made you hopeful for what's to come for other incarnations. I think you guys actually liked being in Pleiades. I think some of you guys might have reunited with people from your first star cluster, but also I feel like you guys found a new sense of hope once you guys did move to this new star cluster, because that was very traumatizing for you guys. Let's see. Who was my pile number 2? Okay, I'm just hearing for some of you guys. I feel like before the war, before you guys became the refugee, I feel like you guys were very outgoing. You guys were very outgoing, like very, very inspirational. You guys have the forge, don't follow. So you guys were very inspirational. Again, I just feel like you had very like, oh, I just heard like electric energy. Like you might have drawn a lot of people towards you. Again, I feel like you guys were kind of attractive. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you guys were very outgoing, but then once you like moved to this new star cluster, even it was, you know, a relief from, you know, the pain that you had went through. I feel like you guys kind of closed yourself off for a while. Like maybe you guys might have had a little bit of a rougher time adjusting to this newer place. You know, of course, because the trauma of the last place that you guys were in. Let's see. Who was my pile number 1? This first incarnation. Courage. You guys have a lion card. Yeah. Let's see. Who's my pile number 2 in this first incarnation? Yeah, you guys have courage, and then you have the grounding in reverse. Yeah, that you guys definitely got uprooted. Yeah, gosh, I'm sorry. That's so sad. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more happy. Yeah. I think like, oh, I'm just seeing like I'm literally being taken back right now to like, if you guys have seen the Avatar movie, you know when the Na'vi, they had their spiritual tree. Like I was saying with this group, you guys are very spiritual. They had their tree, I can't remember what the tree was called, Awa, something like that. And when the sky people came down and burned their tree, like I just remember like, and then like you see their faces crying and everything. I see that. This is so sad. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I want to see more. Who were you guys within this first lifetime? Who were they in their first lifetime? In their first soul incarnation? Who was my pal number 2 within their first soul incarnation? Alright. You guys have ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Take a break. Life's a work. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. We have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And then you have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Again, I feel like you guys were very much so impacted by this war. Because they're not really telling me much about, like, you know, your life before it. I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot of energy of your life, like, after it happened. I think you guys might have, like, incarnated, like, maybe right before the war happened, and then had to live out the rest of that first incarnation on a different star cluster because of that war. Yeah, you guys might have felt a little bit lonely at first. I'm sorry. This is so sad. I was not expecting this. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, I think once you guys once you guys became a refugee at like at another star cluster, another star planet, I think you guys were very much so within your own energy for a while, like doing a lot of healing work within yourself and trying to, I think, just be within your own energy. I guess like as a trauma response. But like I'm going back again to that tree of Awa because they were able to connect with that tree and you know, talk to their ancestors and get knowledge. So I feel like you guys were able to do that like in some capacity too. Of course, maybe not like through the tree, of course, but like I think you guys were able to connect with your ancestors, connect with like yeah, connect with your ancestors in some way, the ancestors from the war. And like, oh, I just heard to let them know that you made it safe. Yeah. But I think you spent a lot of time healing yourself. I mean, of course, that war is traumatic. And my honestly, my my neck and my shoulders are getting really tight as I do this message with you guys. So like within this incarnation here on Earth, you guys might like have this feeling of tightness in your body or feeling like wound up or stress. And it could be from this first incarnation, like dealing with that trauma of the war. Your body can, like, you might be in that fight or flight response a lot of the times, like, you know, if you constantly have your roof or the tongue on the roof of your mouth pressed like against the top and your jaw's constantly tight, and your hips are tight, your lower back or something is tight, like I feel like those might be symptoms that you guys feel, that could be from this first incarnation that you guys had where you guys feel like you're just wound up. Yeah. So I'm sorry, this was a little bit sadder than I thought it was going to be. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm sorry. I hope I hope this wasn't too sad. But yeah, I think you guys definitely were on a soul level someone that lived from their heart space, someone that I feel like was very very energetic within the, like very energetic in general, and I think that's what drew a lot of people to you guys. But you guys, I think you guys got the, you guys experienced the brutal side of this war. I think you guys had a lot of hardship from this war that took place, you know, with the Vegans or the Vegas and the reptilians. Yeah, you guys definitely got the sad part of it. I'm sorry. But that's what I got from you guys. I'm so sorry. But I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free enough to spread your love and light with others. Maybe I'll see you guys in another pile or another video. Yeah, see in your body where you feel tense naturally, or if you just constantly feel like you're in a stress state. Because I feel like that's one of the like the trauma responses that you guys might still be feeling from this group, or from this like from this first soul incarnation. Yeah, your first soul incarnation was rough. But yes. Oh, maybe that's why you guys didn't want to come down. Like you guys were like, ooh, like maybe like sources like, no, you need to come down, like so you guys can take that leadership role or something. but you're like, nah, they're in the middle of war. I don't want to come down in that. I don't want to experience that. So yeah, maybe that's why you guys didn't want to break away from source. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I wish you guys love and light. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Peace. Pile number 3, let's get into your pile. Where did your soul incarnate first? Your soul's origin is what we're going to look at. So far with pile number 1 and 2, they were definitely kind of playing off each other a little bit. Pile number 1 was more Lyra Pleiades, Hadarian, Orion, and pile number 2 was Vega and Pleiades, and again Hadarian. So that energy is definitely showing up throughout the pile so far, which makes sense because I feel like ever since I started this channel, I was like, well, I have a lot of alchemists. Definitely a lot of emotional alchemists, just alchemists in general. So it makes sense because I feel like Pleiadians give off that alchemy energy. I'm seeing a lot of water within your cards already too. I just shuffled and I didn't like pull any cards yet, but I just shuffled, and there's a lot of water so far talking about your intuition, subconscious type energies. So yeah, you guys are definitely more deeply rooted. You guys are deeply rooted within your sensitivity, and you're into your intuition. I'm guessing that's one of your soul's gifts. I'm seeing a lot of water though, so maybe Sirius. There is a lot of water on Pleiades too, and Arcturus. Arcturians have a lot of water on their home planet too. So yeah, let's see what you guys got going on. We're gonna pull some origins for you guys, see where your soul incarnated first. So Source, where did pile number 3 incarnate first? Where did pile number 3 incarnate first? Pile number 3 is first incarnation. Pile number 3 is first incarnation. Pile number 3 is first incarnation. I'll take 2 more. Pile number 3 is first incarnation. Pile number 3 is first incarnation. One more. There you go. All right, let's see what we got. Alcyone, one of the Pleiades stars. Ooh, Maldek. Okay. Maldek's very interesting. Let's see what else we got. We have Maya, another star in the Pleiades. And we have Tegete, another star in the Pleiades. Gosh, everybody's Pleiadians, like I was saying. Everyone's coming up with some Pleiadian energy. Yeah, 3 Pleiadians and 1 Maldek. Maldek was it was one of the celestial belts. I think, I'm not 100% sure if that's the right terminology for that, but it was one of like the belt stars that ended up having a lot of civil wars, like how we do on planet Earth, have a lot of civil wars, and basically ended up destroying their own planet because of that. So actually the Pleiadians and the Galactic Council saw that, and they saw how Earth is kind of doing the same thing, or it was, you know, kind of been on that same path of like this Maldek energy. So they started like sending more starseeds down to Earth because they saw how Maldek happened, and they don't want that same thing for us. So that makes sense why you guys have a lot of Pleiadian energies and then this Maldek energy right here. And I'm thinking like for sure with the Maldeks, I feel like kind of a little bit more anger, definitely a little bit more fiery in that nature, more that masculine energy. But let's get into your reading and see more about your origin. Let me skip this. Okay, where did my pile number 3, soul originate. Where is your first incarnation? First incarnation for my pile number 3. First incarnation for my pile number 3. Let's see. First incarnation for my pile number 3. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. You're not for everyone. Embrace your awareness and face your true north. Okay, let's just pull more cards because I don't want to say anything about that and we're not sure. Okay, so who was my pile number 1 within this first incarnation? What were they like within this first incarnation? What was my pile number 1 like in this first incarnation? It's a lot more cards than I was looking for. You guys have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. We have Hiereth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. You have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. You have, I'm sorry, defensiveness, righting wrongs past, and uprooting. And then you have inner earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Let's see. Again, at the bottom, we have We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Let's see more. Who was my pile number 3 in their first incarnation? Who were they in their first incarnation? Who was my pile number 3 in their first incarnation? There you go. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature, which makes sense. You guys are from Pleiades, highly empathic. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? And then we have priestess. Who are you being called to step up and lead? Let's do one more. Who was my pile number 3 in their first incarnation? Who were they? There you go. Align. What is not aligned or needs to be changed? All right. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Let's see. Who was my pile number 1? Within their first incarnation. Who were they in their first incarnation? You guys have intuitive knowledge. You have the unknown, oneness, fire element. That goes with what I was saying with that Maldek energy. And then the horizon. You have serenity at the bottom. Who was my pile number 3? Okay, that was quick. Again, there's a lot of fire in these cards. 7 of coins right here. The world in reverse, the emperor in reverse, death in reverse, and the 2 of coins. And the queen of swords at the bottom. Okay, who was my pile number 3 in their first incarnation? Ooh, I see this. Okay. Give me 2 more. 1 more. There you go. Oh, they gave me 2 more. Okay, whatever. Alright, cut ties. Put this right here. Alrighty, what do we have at the bottom? We have overcome fear. Okay, I feel like your pile, you guys were within your first incarnation. You guys might have first incarnated within. Ooh, yeah, you guys might have first incarnated within Maldek, and then later on went to Pleiades. Is that right? Let me see. Did they incarnate in Maldek first? Okay, I heard most incarnated on Maldic first and then went to Pleiades. Some of you guys might have went to Pleiades first and then went to Maldic and then came back to Pleiades, because we do have a lot of Pleiades stars right here. But I feel like within your incarnations, you guys were definitely preparing to come to Earth. For sure, preparing to come to Earth. You guys might have come down also in Atlantis. Yeah, I feel like you guys might have came for Atlantis on Earth after you guys incarnated to these places. So let's see, who were you guys? You're not for everybody. Okay, on Maldic, I feel like some of you guys within that first incarnation, you guys might have been trying to fit in, but also trying to find your place too. Within Maldic, there was a lot of like bickering between, I wanted to say bickering between two nations, but like bickering between the civilizations, which ended up, they ended up destroying themselves overall. So I feel like once you guys went to Pleiades, you guys had a lot on your shoulder. You guys might have left Maldic before it destructed and yeah, you guys might have left before they like ended up destroying themselves really. And I think you guys went to Pleiades like, this was too much for me there, and I need more peace. And we have the Serenity card right here too. So you guys were searching for peace, but I feel like the place that you incarnated in first was not giving that. And I feel like that plays onto like the reason why you came to Earth too. You guys lived in Maldic, and then ended up going to Pleiades, and so. Okay. Sorry, I have to meditate with your group for a while. So, also the people in my house, y'all, they like can be right next to each other just talking so loud. I'm like, why are y'all yelling to talk? But, anywho, let's get back into it. So, from what I heard that you guys you guys might started off in Pleiades, and then you guys went to Maldic to try to help with, them literally trying to destroy themselves. But you guys couldn't really help so much because they were already too far into like their own destruction is what I'm feeling. So, and some of you guys, like, I don't know, some of you guys might not have made it back to Pleiades. Some of you guys might have, some of you guys might not have. But yeah, I feel like you guys tried to go to Maldic to try to stop what was happening, and then some of you guys might have been in the midst of it all, and some of you guys might have been able to make it out. But again, because like you're not for everyone came out for for where your soul incarnated first. And I think that goes into play with this too, because your soul tried to go to Maldic and help, but like they weren't listening. They had their own feud between each other, and it was just already a little too deep. So they kind of dismissed your knowledge, I feel like, or like dismissed your warnings. But yeah, let's reach a little deeper for your soul. Let's see what happens. So who was your soul? Or who was your soul in your first incarnation? You guys have activated Earth, power ley lines, trust where you're led, Heareth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So again, I feel like for some of you guys kind of got trapped in Maldic. Yeah, I think some of you guys kind of got trapped there and weren't able to go home as you had hoped, because you went there to help. Yeah, like you came like trying to give like that loving light type energy that the Pleiadians have, but I don't think they were listening. And I think, again, loosen your grip. Some of you guys were really trying to stay there, and you guys were trying to help like diffuse the situation. But again, I think the situation was already too escalated to be diffused. Yeah. Again, I feel like some of you guys might have been trapped within all of it there. Again, you guys have this priestess, not again, I just now talked about it, but you guys have this priestess energy that I'm looking at right now, right next to this oneness card, and then the fire right here. So I feel like your like divine knowledge, you guys were coming in as like someone that was very like someone that came someone, oh gosh, what's the, like you guys were definitely like a priestess coming in trying to give knowledge of a situation, trying to lead them from their own disaster. But I feel like their energy was already fueled up too high. Like again, like I was saying, that they kind of had that fiery energy. Their flame was already too big for it to be diffused, for any water to go like to be put onto it. So again, I feel like you guys came in trying to give your knowledge, trying to diffuse the situation, but they were like, it just wasn't happening with them. Yeah, I'm looking at this defenselessness on here. Some of you guys, I think you guys are really caught up in their war. And then because of that, I feel like because of the what you saw in Maldic, you guys definitely went into your next incarnation thinking about how to better this energy so no other planets have to go through this. Like you guys probably were within that, like, you know, galactic council decision to where starseeds need to come to Earth to try to help Earth so Earth doesn't go through the same fate that Maldic went through. You guys saw that and were like, we don't want that to happen again. I was in that. It was horrible. So yeah, you guys definitely don't want that to happen again. You guys feel, I think you guys are people that were Pleiadians that were definitely future oriented. How to better the star clusters, how to better, you know, life on other planets and everything, so no one has to go through the energy or go through what you saw, or what you've seen. You guys with this Pleiadian energy, you guys were very empathetic, highly sensitive, but also really tuned into nature. You guys seem like, I'm seeing the face kind of in the tree right here, so it's making me think of Pocahontas. And Pocahontas oftentimes was, you know, people were looking for her, but she was always in the forest somewhere. She was talking with her little forest friends and talking to the tree. So Grandmother Willow, that's the name. I'm like, what was the name for it? So you guys within your first incarnation was very tuned in, I feel like. Oh, I feel like I just heard to the heartbeat of your planet. You guys were definitely tuned into your planet, tuned into the feelings of others. Again, that with the empath energy. You guys were so sensitive to things to where you can literally feel your planet breathe. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, you guys were very sensitive, energetic beings. So I think it really pained you to see what was going on in Maldic. And I think that's why you guys went in the first place, because you were like, I need to do something about this. I can't let this happen. So I think that's where you guys were being called to step up and lead, because you were like, well, maybe if I can go shine my light here, I can help prevent this. Let's see. Let's see. And again, I feel like some of you guys, this is like, I hate saying this, but I feel like some of you guys did not make it out of Maldic. Like, I'm seeing the cracks right here. And like it says what is not aligned. So I feel like you guys came down trying to be of the highest, like, of their highest good and, you know, speak your knowledge, but like I don't think it played out well. Like you guys, since you guys were very tuned into your planet, tuned into the feelings of others, you guys were also very intuitive. I think that you guys were very highly telepathic. I think that came naturally to you guys. Let's see. I think it was your calling to spread your knowledge with other people too. Literally spread your light to other people. I feel like you guys had you guys weren't only telepathic, but you guys also had a good, like, oh, you guys were like a visionary. You can see more. You can see more of what was. And you saw, I think you guys wanted to see the best that Maldic can do, but at the end, you know, we are beings of free will. So they chose, you know, what they chose. And I think that weighed very deeply on you guys. I think you guys really, really wanted to help them. You guys really wanted to change the outcome. You guys saw that they could have a brighter future, or there was more potential there to maybe try to fix things, but they were already too rooted in their own ways. I think you guys really took on the weight of things not going well there. So I wonder, within this lifetime now, do you guys often try to take on the weight of others? And if it's like, if you try to take on the weight of others and it doesn't plan out right, I wonder if you guys still feel that weight. Because I'm looking again with this 2 of coins, like you're trying to juggle things for everybody. Yeah, I think you guys put so much weight on your shoulders then. Like, you guys really, really wanted to make this work, but their own energy was not moving. And I think that was hard for you guys to see or feel, because again, with that Pleiadian energy, Pleiades, you know, with that higher level consciousness, they are easily able to transmute that fear to love, right? They're able to transmute emotionally. Emotional alchemy is easy for them. So like, I think you were coming down to Maldic trying to teach them that, but they wanted what they wanted, I feel like, in the end, and which ended up leading into their uproar. Yeah, they weren't trying to change anything. I think that was really hard on you guys, to see that. Let's see. But I feel like your soul was trying to, within that first incarnation, after seeing everything that happened, I think you guys had to go through a hard time trying to get everything off of your shoulders, trying to release yourself from the energies and from everything that you saw and experienced. You guys, you know, tried to do what was in, like, your, I guess, like, with your soul's mission was what you felt like. This is like what you felt like you had to do. You guys tried to step up and lead. But I just keep feeling like it didn't play out the way it should have, or the way that you wanted it to. So you have safe travel and concealment right here. Let's see, safe travel and concealment. Oh my gosh, I just heard, like, some of you guys might have tried to, like, disguise yourself as Maldic people to try to put in your information, like, try to diffuse the situation again. Again, I feel like you guys were really trying to diffuse this. Like, you guys saw what could happen. You saw what, you know, what can happen, the positive and negative on each side of the spectrum of, like, what could happen on each side. And again, I really feel like you guys were trying to, like, maybe you can kind of fool them to, like, make them think that you're one of their people so they could try to listen to you. But again, I don't feel like you guys regret doing this. I feel like this was something that you were called to do, so that's why you did it. I don't think you guys regret doing it. You did the best that you could, I feel like. Let's see. And then you guys have Unbound here on the bottom, which is really sticking out to me. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So again, I feel like I wonder how this plays into your life now. Yeah, I feel like that was pretty quick. That was very quick. I don't know if that was, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's all I got for you guys, though. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to receive this love and light, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Peace. Hello, my wonderful friends. I think this is crooked. Okay. whatever. So let's see where your first soul incarnation was. Make sure I didn't drop any. Yeah, let's see where your first soul incarnation was. So let's see, source. Please open the Akashic records for pile number 4. Where did their soul incarnate first? I'll take 4. Where did pile number 4 soul incarnate first? There's 1. Where did pile number 4 soul incarnate first? 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 Okay, so let's see our 4. That we have Maldek. We have Avian. We have Atlantis, which, okay, when I was meditating with your group, I was asking, I was like, oh, where did they incarnate first? And I heard here. So Atlantis was here first. This is one of the first civilizations to be on Earth. And we have Alcyone Pleiades. So it could be any one of these 4, maybe Maldek, maybe Avian, maybe Atlantis, and Alcyone Pleiades. So let's see where your soul incarnated first. Why am I grabbing this one? Do I want to do this one first? Okay, no, let's do this one first. All right, so where did pile number 1, or, oh, not pile number 1, that's the second time I've said that for your pile. I said that accidentally during meditation once too. Where did pile number 4 incarnate first? Where did their soul incarnate first? I don't like the way I shuffled that. Where did pile number 4 soul incarnate first? My shuffling is just not on game. Let's see. Where did pile number 4 incarnate first? Wow, why is my shuffling so crappy right now? Whatever. Where did pile number 4 soul incarnate first? Where did pile number 4 soul incarnate first? Pile number 4, where did their soul incarnate first? Where did pile number 4 soul incarnate first? Ooh, I just heard Lemuria, which is also one of the first 2 civilizations here. Where did pile number 4 incarnate first? Oh, guys, I was literally just going to say this card to you. I was literally about to say, I love that Atlantis and Lemuria, like, are 2 things that popped up for me because they're like the civilizations that are known to be like within the inner earth. And guess what came out? The inner earth card. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, I love this. Okay. Yes, I love this. I love this. I love this. All right, so let's get into it. This is like all aligning so perfectly. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, so let me know about pile number 4's first incarnation. Who were they? What was their first incarnation like? First incarnation. Oh, you guys, everything is aligning. Okay, so you guys have Alcyone Pleiades, and guess what card came out? You guys got the 7 star sisters, which is the Pleiadians. Because I was literally saying, you know how, well, I was thinking in my head, I didn't say it out loud, but when Earth civilization started happening, what am I trying to say? All right, when the Earth civilization started happening, star clusters started, you know, embodying life down here, incarnating to life down here to help with the creation of Earth. So I love that you guys got this, and you guys got, okay, on here it says birthing creations, so that's perfect. So you guys could be like Pleiadian energies that chose to have your first incarnation here on Earth. You guys have the star answers, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, a look a little deeper, which is perfect. Oh, I love this, which is perfect because you guys got the inner Earth card, and that's all about hidden secrets, hidden civilizations that are now within the inner Earth. You guys got child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Yes, I feel like you guys can be one of these other, you can be the Avian, Maldek, Pleiadian energies that like your origin can be Pleiades, but your first incarnation was here on Earth. Like you take those I know those energies are what you naturally embody, but you chose to have your first experience here on Earth. Okay, so Star Family, you're part of a team of souls calling support. So again, like I feel like you guys, yeah, you guys were like chosen to come down to Earth to live within these first civilizations. I feel like I'm gonna have to move those over a little bit more. You have the Void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So yeah, okay, you guys like might have been called to first incarnate within the Pleiadian star system, or like that's where your soul was headed, but you guys might have been called to come to Earth instead and live out your Pleiadian, like you guys might have Pleiadian characteristics, but chose to incarnate here on Earth. Let's see. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy. Guys, this is making, oh, I love it. I love it. Visionary inspired ideas. You guys, this is perfect. Your life as a canvas artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. We have Star Brothers, Aura's energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. And then we have surrender to sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy. Ooh, I just got a very strong feeling when I said that. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. Okay, so that's the embodiment of, you know, these first couple civilizations here. They were paradise. They were literally heaven on earth. So you guys were able to live that. That's so relaxing, right? So maybe you guys really feel tapped in with water energy. Definitely if you guys were from Atlantis, you guys definitely had that water energy within you guys. Also Pleiades has some water energy there too. But yeah, let's see, tell me more about pile number 4 is first incarnation. Oh, I love this energy, guys. Pile number 4 is first incarnation. Let's see, leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. Yeah, I feel like you guys were sent here to live within these first civilizations and to help create Earth, like create the civilizations here on Earth. You guys have birthing a new age, birthing new creations. Again, you guys were part of the creative process here on Earth. Dreaming a new world. Yes, dreaming a new world into beginning. You guys were the first ones to come down here to help build these civilizations. You guys might have been like giving the orders and like, oh, this needs to happen, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. Let's see, tell me more about pile number 4's first incarnation here on Earth. Pile number 4's first incarnation here on Earth. Tell me more, tell me more. Pile number 4's first incarnation here on Earth. Yeah, you guys might have been receiving a lot of divine wisdom about how things need to be done. Let's see, pile number 4's first incarnation here on Earth. Yeah, you guys might have actually been coming to and from Earth, like to and from Atlantis, to and from Lemuria, from these civilizations right here. Like you guys might have been coming to and from to help build Earth. Let's see, tell me more about their first incarnation here. Let's see, we have trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Which is great. So you guys were like basically told to like let go and just come to Earth and see what happens. Also to see how you guys can help. You guys have awakening, energetic upgrades, and a new way of being, integration. Yeah, you guys came down here for a whole new experience. Like your soul might have been debating like, oh, do I go here first or do I go here first? And your soul was like, no, let's go to Earth first and see what's going on down there. See how we can help. Oh, guys, this is perfect. Okay, you guys have the season Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. You guys were definitely a part of these first water civilizations here on Earth. Before, you know, things went downhill. Let's see. Yes. Oh, I said you guys are being called to lead. Like you guys might have came down here and like, you know, kind of orchestrating things. You guys have the high priestess here. So, being called to step up and lead. Let's see more. Pile number 4's first incarnation. What was happening? What were they like? What was pile number 4's first incarnation like? Pile number 4, their first incarnation. Show me more. Discernment, choice, duality, and diligence. Yeah, this was your choice. You guys chose to come down here and I just heard, and see what's up with it. Like, you guys were curious. Let's see, pile number 4, their first incarnation here. Yes, the Trailblazers. You guys were one of the first people to come down here. Literally to help build this civilization up. Oh, I love this. Pile number 4, tell me more about them. Yeah, you guys are ambitious. Let me see more. Contraction, inner world, mending and being. Yes, that kind of goes back to the inner earth kind of thing too. You guys came down here to make sure everything ran smoothly within these first civilizations, making sure things ran smoothly. Let's see. Oh, I love that you guys got this Aries goddess, because the Aries goddess is the first one to answer the call, right? You guys, like, they were like, okay, raise your hands. You guys were the first ones to raise your hands. Like, you guys were like, no, I need to come down here. Tell me more about pile number 4's first incarnation. I want to see more. I love this group. Definitely because I lived within these civilizations too. And it was a very blissful experience here, you know, before everything went downhill. It was very beautiful. So I love that you guys got this, you know, pleasure, joy, make love to life, because that's what this energy was coming down to here, or coming down to these first civilizations here. And I think you guys got a lot of guidance. Like, you guys channeled a lot of guidance to see how, you know, this world should be built, but also you guys, I think, went back and forth too, to to other planets, and then back to here to, like, you know, to get to orchestrate it, make sure everything went well. You guys also got master number 33 right here, which is cool. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You guys really came down here and was like the orchestration of all this. Like, I'm seeing like someone like orchestrating a band, right? They're doing this, like they're telling the band how to do their notes and how to perform the whole show. So I think you guys were like the puppet masters. You guys had a big leadership role in terms of the first civilizations down here on Earth. Tell me more about pile number 4, their first incarnation here. Pile number 4's first incarnation, tell me more. Pile number 4's first incarnation, tell me more. I'll take 2 more cards talking about pile number 4's first incarnation. One more. Let's see, pile number 4's first incarnation. Let's see. The mystic, emotional intelligence, wholeness, and rebirth. You guys, watery beings. You guys, oh gosh. This is giving me like Poseidon energy right here. So you guys might have been able to do some like water magic or something. I don't know. You guys are for sure very in touch and in tune with water. Definitely because the first civilizations down here were water civilizations, right? And definitely, yeah, you guys got this Atlantis card. So you got, oh my gosh, some of you guys might have been like, since you guys came down here and were like the first ones to answer that call, first ones to come down here and orchestrate things, some of you guys might have been like placed as like, I don't know, like queen-like energy. People definitely looked up to you though. Let's see. Oh yes, this is giving like, oh, I just thought of Selene, the goddess Selene. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you guys definitely like, you guys were seen as a beautiful person. Like you guys, people look to you for answers is what I'm feeling. I feel like every group has gotten that so far, where they all have had this like leadership energy. So yeah, let's see more about pile number 4. I'll take 1 more card. Tell me about pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Tell me more. 1 more card, please. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Oh, that card wanted to come out. It was the channeler card. Let's see if it wants to come out again. Pile number 4 is like first soul incarnation. Oh, like I said, you guys were curious. You guys were kind of figuring out like, oh, what's it like down there, right? You know, what can we build down there? So you guys were the student card. You guys were just curious about it. So that's why you guys came. You guys not only, and oh, I just heard you guys were satisfied. Oh, look what's at the bottom, guys, the channeler. So that's perfect. You guys were displaying like the cosmic knowledge about how things should be done. I feel like, but oh yeah, again, I feel like you guys were like queen-like energy. You guys definitely had a huge role down here. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Tell me more. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Tell me more. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Oh, I just heard some of you guys came back after these civilizations. Some of you guys came back. Okay, you guys need to watch The Law of Sun. It's a movie on YouTube. It's free. Watch The Law of Sun. I think it will really resonate with you guys. But some of you guys came back to teach after these civilizations, after these civilizations had started, and then after these civilizations were no more. You guys came back to teach. You guys might have came back as guides for some people, because you guys knew about this plane before, you know, these other souls came. So tell me more about pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Yeah, you guys had a greater understanding of things already. Oh, yes, because you came literally straight from source. Like, your first incarnation was you breaking away from, like, this was you breaking away from source and coming to earth. So you guys, oh, wow, this is beautiful. You guys just came down with a lot of cosmic knowledge in general. Yes, okay. And again, with you guys embodying that Pleiades energy still, I think you guys came down with some, like, already came down with, like, emotional intelligence, coming down with, like, a way of alchemizing, a way of feeling. You guys were deep, yeah, definitely, because you guys lived within these water civilizations. You guys were deep feelers in general. But yeah, let's learn more about pile number 4's first soul incarnation. More about pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Oh, I just heard you were lucky. Like, some people didn't come down here right away. You guys were lucky to come down here first. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Yes, like I said, you guys were teachers. You guys got the Hierophant card. You guys were definitely teachers coming down here. You guys were orchestrating a lot of things when you came down here. A leader. Yes. Let's see. Pile number 4. Yes, the Chariot. This is giving more. Yes. Chariot, 7 of Cups, Judgment in reverse, and Tower in reverse. Okay, I feel like you guys were leading your people on what path to take. There was some confusion here about what path to take, and I don't think they picked the right path, quote unquote, the right path. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen, of course, but they either didn't pick the right path, or they took too long to figure out what the right path would be, and I think that might have led to some turmoil. Might have led to, like, the end of this civilization and the start of another civilization here on Earth. Again, yeah, you guys have this High Priestess at the bottom, so you guys are here to give knowledge. If people accepted all of your knowledge. Oh, okay, so I feel like you guys, okay, you guys might have been given knowledge, but other galactic beings, like, these could have been reptilians that came down, were kind of throwing off the vibe of the knowledge that you were giving. Like, I think people, yeah, I feel like they might have thrown off the knowledge that you were giving, and that made people not be able to decide. I don't know, there's something about, there's something about something being stuck here. Something was stuck because a decision wasn't able to be made, and you were pushing them to make a decision. You were pushing them to move forward on a decision, but a decision wasn't able to be made. What's this decision? 3 of Swords that led to heartbreak, and that's what led to the end of this civilization. They didn't listen. Yeah. Yeah, and you came down with knowledge about, like, this situation. Like, again, as I was saying, you guys have this channeler energy to you, so you guys already had that divine knowledge, that cosmic knowledge, and you were trying to share it. But they didn't take it. Like, you were overseeing it, but you weren't pushing it, I think. Okay, let's move on. Tell me more about pile number 4's first incarnation. Their first soul incarnation. Tell me more. Cut ties. Let's see. Cut ties. Why do we have cut ties? Cut ties. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Let go. Pile number 4's first soul incarnation. Oh my gosh. Let's see. right, so cut ties. All right, let's see. Cut ties. You guys have cut ties, let go, banish a curse, destiny, eternal charisma, balanced emotions, and knowledge. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm being told to read the eternal charisma card. Let me go get it. Alrighty, let's look at the eternal charisma and see what comes up. Eternal charisma. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Alright. Ooh, bottom of the deck, intuition. Yes, you guys were very intuitive. You guys had a lot of knowledge to you guys. Alright, so eternal charisma. You're captivating and charming. Oh yes, your captivating and charming personality attracts others. Like I said, you guys had this, like, I think you guys were pretty. Like, you guys don't have to be female, of course, to be pretty, but like, there was something pretty about you. People like to look at you. You are charismatic and you radiate with such a luminous glow. You have so much to offer. Believe in yourself and what you stand for, and don't be afraid to share your vision. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I feel like you guys weren't afraid to show your vision. You guys were definitely, I felt like, outspoken. You guys, yeah, no one was talking over you. Be a social butterfly and make connections with others as you pursue your dreams. Channel your strength and don't be scared to show your vulnerability. Eternal charisma forms within. It is not defined by money or age. Charismatic souls are genuinely interested in the people around them and make everyone feel special. Affirmation, I attract others. Yes, you guys definitely attract a lot of people towards you guys. Yeah, you guys definitely attracted a lot of people towards you guys. And I think it's because I feel like there was kind of this mellowness to you guys. Yeah, there was a little bit of a mellowness to you guys with this balanced emotion in the Mystic card. Like, I feel like you guys were like kind of serene. Like there was a divine beauty about you guys. There was something about you guys. Let's see. Cut ties, let go, and banish a curse. Like, again, I feel like you guys were trying to give that energy. You guys were trying to give that knowledge to people about, like, this is what needs to change or this is what needs to be done. I don't think you were forcing it, though. You were just, you know, following your path and, you know, taking that leadership role that you have. And even though you guys had that attractive energy, I think there was some outside energy still that people ended up being swayed another way. And they didn't accept the knowledge that you gave them, and I think that ended up, you know, becoming the end of that civilization, because they didn't take that knowledge. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This was such a beautiful pile. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read this energy for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you guys should look up Lemuria and Atlantis and see more about those civilizations and how you might relate to them. But also really, really watch The Law of Sun on YouTube. I think it's amazing. And you guys might really resonate with that too. So I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free enough to spread your love and light with others. And I'll see you guys in another pile or another video. Bye. Peace.